Yeah, come on!
It is the Yeah Come On Show with Southside Steve.
Yeah, come on. Here we go. This is a Atlanta radio show. It's 4 hours, done in 30 minutes, live without a net. It's not perfect. It's not the way we wrote it out, but it's still what it is. People ask me, said, what do you mean it's a 4-hour radio show? I literally got asked that question not once, but twice on my DMs last night. I go, dude, think of the amount of time in the subject matter and what you do. Jeff and I did a 4-hour radio show. We had segments that we did. All we do is haul ass. We just get it in, minus all the commercials.
We have short commercial breaks.
Ours are verbal,
Yeah.
and occasionally we may put up a quick video, but it's I get the tune-out factor, but trust me, man, anybody that's allowing Jeff and I to do this for a living deserves to be heard and seen, and I'm not about to endorse anybody that isn't the best. So anybody we bring on, it's worth the watch, and it's real. And that's kind of the subject of today's show, real or not. Because I've come across a lot of stuff that I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, you I don't want to be insulting, but sometimes you're kind of gullible when it comes to clickbait and what's real, and that's only going to get harder with all the AI stuff going around.
I know. It sucks, man. I got to really watch it. I'm just going to have, you're my guy. I'm like, hey, Jeff, I just watched this. Is this real? But it is funny how gullible I can be. I'm just a good, honest person. I just don't think people would go to all the trouble to trick me. But occasionally I get tricked.
Well, that was kind of one of your angles on the regular guy show, right? Like you were the gullible one, and they were always calling you out on.
And
I
it's
can't believe
real.
You fell for that, Steve.
And it's real. It's not. It's not a character. It's who I am. I mean, the greatest gullible of all time was the Redneck Rabbit.
I don't remember this.
Oh, this is the worst hoax ever. My brother, this is when I was working with Jason Bailey. It was Bailey and Southside. And I'm not here to dog on anybody. All I can tell you is there are some people that do radio because they fell into it. That'd be me 100%. I was in advertising. I wanted to maybe do stand-up, and all the next thing I know, I'm on a great college station, same one Jeff was on at Georgia State, 88.5, and I'm doing work with 96 Rock, and they're like, let's hear your tapes. And I'm like, we like it. Keep coming in.
Yeah.
The next thing you know, you intern long enough, they give you a damn job. But I had a buddy that, I thought was a buddy, and we got the same agent. And I'm like, sure, come on in. We have a meeting. We're like, we're on the same page. This is what I want. This is what you want. But then he's like, well, I'm mic 1, you're mic 2. No mic 1. Mic 1s always need to be the first to talk. And I'm like, okay. I don't really care, but keep in mind, Southside and Rhodes, I went first, he went second, and he was the one that took us in and out of break.
Yeah, when he also ran the board and had more of the technical.
He did.
More of the technical things.
Just like he has the same gift you have. Yeah. And neither one of us were on that. So I didn't care. But the dude liked messing with people, and he basically went to a lot of trouble. And the short story is that he basically sent hey, we know your agent. My agent was in on it because we share an agent, and they're like, somebody in Hollywood thinks you'd be a good character voice. They're doing something called Redneck Rabbit. You need to sound like a rabbit and sound like a redneck.
Okay, so it was like a fake audition for you.
And I got scripts, and I got stuff to do. Then the guy down the hall's in on it, and he is a production manager for 680 The Fan. It's when 680 The Fan and Rock 100.5, Q100, we were all in the same building. And I went down there, and I'm like, I can't even remember the voice now. I'm glad I've forgotten it because it scratched my soul for a minute. But it was kind of like, hi, Redneck Rabbit. What are you doing? What's going on?
Well, there's got to be a tape of this
What's going
somewhere.
on? Oh, there's got to be somewhere. Yeah, if we could get it, it's funny. So they got video because they want to see video. So I wore my Psycho Bunny shirt in, which was really cool back then. I got Amanda there. She's worked with me. I've come up with my voice, and I'm willing to be critiqued. And then they even got me. This is how gullible I am. He goes, well, get in character. Just honestly, because you seem like you're a little stiff. Now he's in on it. He goes, just kind of like, I'm not saying be a rabbit, but just kind of hop up to the mic and make a statement. I do it, and it's all on film somewhere. And I did it. And it goes back and forth to the point they want me to go to the airport and they've got an airline ticket for me, and it's a legit airline ticket, and they want me to fly, and they're going to put me in a coach, and they apologize for it, but the plane they said was full, or this is what they have. Is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And basically, the day that I was supposed to, the next morning when I was supposed to fly, I think the station manager and a few other people went to him and said, you can't take it this far. It's too much.
You can't put him on a plane?
Can't put me on a plane.
Oh, come on.
So they rug pulled him there. But what he was going to do is fly me out there and literally say, and he's like, call into the show, when you get there. And they were sending me out like on a red eye. Well, I was going to catch the end of the show. And even if it went into the midday, Jason said, I'm going to stay in the studio till you land.
Mm-hmm.
And then what they were going to do is tell me that it was all BS.
Once you landed.
Once I landed in LA, then I got to fly home after, which would have been solid.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, he told me in the studio, my heart drops in my feet.
Oh,
and my brothers, I got one of my brothers is like, I will kick his ass. I mean, he would not, and he means it. And he's one of those guys that never says that. And I'm like, I know, don't worry about it. And I took it on the chin because to me, it's radio.
Yeah. That's a big bit. That was a
big bit, and it went on for a month and a half. And what he did first off was send me the messages, and he said, "Don't tell anybody on your show. Right now, we want to keep it quiet." So they wanted to see if there's anybody I would confide into. That was part of the plot too.
Oh, that's probably the most elaborate, operation like that you've been a part of on these morning shows.
That's
right?
the best anybody ever got me, but that's how gullible I am.
Yeah.
That and a lottery ticket that I didn't look and see it was fake, and I won $1 million. It was one of those that you order special, but it didn't have all the proper Georgia lottery stuff on it, and I scratched it, and it was mixed in the middle, and I won, and they wanted to see if I would say anything out loud. And I didn't.
You kept it quiet?
Because he gave them to me.
Yeah.
So then I went in another room and called my father-in-law, and I'm like, what do you think? I just won $1 million on the scratch off. And he goes, but Bailey gave it to me as a birthday gift. Do I owe him money? And he goes, yeah, I think, you do. And here's how dumb I am. Are you ready? This happened. I took my checkbook, and I did it over 2 breaks. And I wrote Brandy a check, Nate a check, I wrote Seabass a check, Tim Andrews a check, and Bailey a check. And I gave Bailey $5,000, and I gave each one of them $1,000.
Before you even verified it, you were ready to start writing checks?
And I handed the checks to him, and I said, I won $1 million. And everybody's like, and then Brandy's like, oh my God, I can't believe. And then they had to tell me.
Oh, wow. Man, I don't remember that, but yeah, they got
all
you.
that on Atlanta radio.
Yeah.
And it was Rock 100.5, and it would have been somewhere between 2015 and 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I got twice. And I am that gullible. Now everybody's going to call me and offer me tree service or new roof or whatever. But my wife is just like not gullible, and so I'm not allowed to do anything without running it by her. So I married the right person, but I married a school teacher. I stay in trouble. I'm always in trouble, and it just drives me nuts, like doing anything. This morning, my son got his hair cut, Parker and Brooks, and she was looking at Brooks, and it was a little, thicker on top than she wanted it. And I don't have time to take him. I got a busy day, and then we got baseball tomorrow and all this other stuff. You can't walk in a week after you got a haircut and say, can you cut it a little more without paying? And I'm like, I think I could do it. And I said, well, so his hair, and what I meant was cut it shorter, but I said, so yeah, you just want this whole area like thinned out. And she goes, I don't want it thinned out. I just want it cut shorter. I said, well, that's what I said. She goes, no, you said thin out. I said, well, you know what I meant. She goes, no, I don't. You said thin. And that's the trouble I get into. But you would have known what I meant. I mean, cut it short.
Well, cut it short and layer it. Or you don't want to you want a bowl cut. I did that with my son for a while. It ended up looking like a bowl. I ended up doing a bowl cut. Yeah.
Oh my God.
My mom did it to me, and so I thought that's just what you do because he didn't care. He was a kid. He was too little. But then I started to actually.
But there's pictures.
Yeah,
and you got to take him around to people, and people want to say you got a cute kid, and they don't want to go, what's up with Bullhead?
Yeah, he's definitely got some.
What's
some
up with Flying Saucer Boy? That's funny. There was a whole family in our high school named the Everts, and I loved them. John, David, Glenn. There was a bunch of boys. They were a good Catholic family. They had like literally 5 boys, 2 girls. Even the girls had the bowl haircut.
Well, that was also a thing back
was a style.
in the late 70s, early 80s. You could get away with it, not in the aughts.
Not in the aughts. Well, we've got a big show for you today. It's all brought to you by Exit Wealth. Exit Wealth Studios is where we reside right here in Alpharetta. We also have studios in Buckhead as well. You might see the lights on one day when you're walking down the street, and you'll look up and say, Exit Wealth, this is their other studio. So we are banging it out, and we are, and I can pull it out, but you say it better. We are
a 4-hour Atlanta radio show done in 30 minutes live without a net.
There you go. I just need to memorize it. You've heard me do it. I just got mixed up this morning. It's not complicated, but it is what it is. So I told all those people that text me, I said, we're just cramming it in. Verbal mentions of sponsors, but no music until the end.
Yeah, and it's voluntary. We talk about a song because we can't play music, but there's, of course, every music ever recorded under the sun on YouTube. So it's an optional thing if you want to listen to what we would play. If we could. We're on regular radio, you get a taste of the deep cuts and the stuff that we think rock radio needs, at least. Mostly rock.
Yeah, rock. And that brings us to TMZ.
TMZ.
Otherwise known as Steve MZ, our version. And I grab from everywhere. I do grab from TMZ, but I grab from People Magazine. I grab online, Radar, online, wherever I can find something. And sometimes it's real and sometimes it's not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if what I'm about to do, any of it is real. What do you see?
Which one?
Well, here's what I want to do. I'm going to put you on the spot first, and I didn't go over this with you because it's live without a net, and I love it. And this is a radio no-no, but I love doing it. I should be talking to Jeff off air between breaks, but we don't have time to go between.
We don't do breaks.
We don't do breaks. Mm-hmm. We don't stop. The cool thing is, I've got a picture of it, and it's a band, and it's a new song, and I'm like, I kind of think I like them, but I'm not trying to hurt us here. But I wonder if you can pull them up, if it is a real band, and if we could even play a little bit of their song. The band is called Death of the High Street. And I don't know whether I'm being suckered or not. But I saw it online, and it's a cool song, but I've never heard of them.
What's the song called? The Age of Bronze?
Yeah.
It's a real song on YouTube.
You're kidding. I guess we can't play it, though.
I mean, this. It might get pulled. It just depends on if they allow it. Like we played that band Hero, that Atlanta band Hero.
Yeah.
And it picked it up. It knew we were playing it, but it was okay. It didn't.
Well, they got the new song.
Is this what we're talking about?
No. It's another one. It's a new song. So this is a legit band, though.
Death of the High Street.
Yeah. I say check these guys out because the song I heard is awesome.
Solid Ground.
So here's what we'll do today. Even though it's Hairball, we'll either do a Hairball song or we can wait and do this Monday, and you guys can find out if it's a real band. But no matter what, they will be track 13 today or Monday. Because
you're saying it might be an AI band,
possibly
because it's on YouTube. It's released proper.
It is, but the guys are on the street in New York playing. So it's got to be legit, but they're not on a show. They're just on the street in this video. So this is what I'm talking about. And they've got a bunch of things on it and everything.
I think they're trying to go viral like that local band Hero.
So all they do is we got music. We don't want to deal with a record.
Yeah, you don't need that anymore. You can release stuff directly and make your own videos, promote it, market it yourself.
And sing it out yourself.
If you go viral, you go viral.
So we just changed that much that record reps are not even.
I mean, that's obviously going to help because they've got more money to promote artists, but they don't do that anymore. So
a new artist, this is the route you would go if you had a new band. You're like, I'm not looking to be signed. I'm looking to go viral.
Well,
obviously,
yeah. You want to just put your stuff out there and just build a following the old-fashioned way. But now you have the tools of the internet you can overnight, boom, anybody in the world can hear your music, watch your videos. Just you got to have the machine behind you. That's what the record labels are for. But they're losing ground on that. It's more and more about independent artists breaking through.
They better figure it out, or else your job goes. Goes. Oof. All right, little Steve MZ here. This is real or not? I don't know. First off, I just want to look at Carrot Top. I want to know, is he real or not?
Oh yeah. He's I think he has a lot of.
What's
He's
going
had a
on?
lot of work done. He looks okay here, but I think over the years you've seen him. He's had a lot of surgeries done. A lot of facial
But
work.
who does these surgeries? I mean, can't you just lift a little, not a bunch? I mean, he looked bizarre. So it's almost like he's growing into that pulled face. So you
Yes,
think he
yeah.
looks better now than he did even 5,
Well,
10
I don't
years
know
ago?
how old this is. I think this is relatively new, but there was
Yeah.
a period where he just looked weird. Kind of like Axl Rose. Axl Rose kind of did the same thing.
He looks weird.
Ruined his face. I always talk about beautiful women ruining their face, getting too much stuff done. Men are doing it too. Carrot Top, Axl Rose. Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, boy. Just in, Bobby Brown died.
Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown's
Our
dead.
Bobby Brown?
62, but I thought Bobby Brown is.
Bobby Brown is probably about that age.
Is he our age?
He's
older than you?
He's older than me. He's probably got to be about your age. No, he's probably right in between because he was a teenager. Wait, now we're talking about Bobby Brown, New Edition Bobby Brown?
Oh, no, I'm talking about a different. Did I confuse you?
Yeah. I was about to say, I would know that if Bobby Brown passed away.
No, but Bobby Brown did die today. Bobby J. Brown died.
Okay, you're talking about the actor from...
The Wire.
okay, that's probably why he goes by Bobby J. Brown. This guy.
This guy.
Because they want not to be confused. Because you know how many Bobby Browns there are?
I mean, it's a common name.
There's a first there's Bobby Brown, New Edition, R&B star. There's Bobby J. Brown, this guy apparently who passed away. There's Bobby Brown, the model that I think dated Nikki Sixx in the late '80s. Real hot Playboy model.
Wait, no, Bobby Brown. No, she went out with the dude that killed himself. Sweet Cherry Pie.
Yes, that's
she
right.
She
That's right.
was the girl in the video on Sweet Cherry Pie.
Yeah, Janie Lane.
Janie
But I
Lane.
think she also dated Nikki Sixx. And then there's, I think, a Bobby Brown makeup brand. So there's lots of Bobby Browns, but this is the one we're talking about.
So look at him for a second. Bobby J. Brown was a rare soul. Brought a deep sense of humility every time he played or represented anyone. This is a statement that they released to the U.S. Weekly. Thursday, he passed away yesterday. While many people know his strength and he was a champion boxer and he was powerful on screen, this guy has passed away, and he's the star of The Wire, one of.
Yeah, I never watched The Wire, so I'm not very familiar with his work.
You guess how he died? Not
don't,
sick.
Don't tell me. No, not another
This
suicide.
this is about as weird as it gets. This guy was a stud. He's healthy. He got caught in a barn on fire. He died in a barn fire.
Wow, that's awful.
So I guess, he's a guy that owned probably a ranch, or he had livestock of some kind, because why else would you go into a burning barn if you're not trying to get out horses or something? And I don't know the details, but I'm sure they'll come out. This all happened yesterday. Literally died in a barn fire.
He burned. Wow.
He burned to death.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's just horrible. But when I saw Bobby Brown died, I'm like, I got to talk about it. Lastly, Corvette. I mean, I didn't have the Corvette thing, but my favorite Corvette, and this will strike you, and it's because of the movie. I love the red with the white. I like that 57 Corvette that is driven in less than zero. Not less than zero. What's it called?
I think you're right. Less than zero.
So I am right. Where it's the three of them. Jamie Gertz is in it, and then he dies in the car. The one guy,
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, Iron Man dies in the car. That's probably my favorite car. I think that'd be a very cool car to own.
That's one of the original model Corvettes.
Yeah,
mine would be the '70s curvy ones.
You like that?
Stingrays?
Okay,
the Stingray model. That'd be my go-to.
You're a Stingray guy. All two-seaters. I mean, that's what Corvettes do. But then there's the '63. I've got a picture I sent you. I don't know if you have it.
I don't have it.
I will put it right here. Check it out.
That's kind of Stingray-ish.
You see it? That is a 1963, and it's blue. And here's the deal on this guy. When the 1963 Corvette split window, it's that split window in the rear, it looks, which is a great looking one. It's only $2 to enter. Time's running out. Enter today. Win this April 30th. Real prizes, real winners, real charity. And that's the way they sell it. And I see these kind of things, and I'm like, do people blindly just put in $2 at a chance?
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do, but if it were me, I mean, it looks legit because it says it has some kind of Parkinson's charity attached to it.
It does.
Just you have to do a little research. It's a simple Google search
to find out if this is real or not.
Legit or not. Usually now, you'll Google it, and the AI will say, it'll tell you if it's legit and point you to a real legitimate website, or it'll say, "Oh no, don't fall for this; it's a scam."
Well,
So
here's
all, yeah. So, but sometimes if you're sitting around buzzed, maybe had a few drinks, and you're scrolling through Facebook, and you see
just
something,
send it $2.
you just might send it $2
Hey,
and not even do the research.
Baby, there's a chance we're gonna win a Corvette. Okay, but here's my thing: if that guy can do that and say it is legit, so maybe they're getting enough money to actually pay the value of the vehicle,
Yeah.
and then whatever's extra, maybe they make money, but the charity gets the chunk that they've
The
obligated.
charity probably gets the last piece. That might be an issue with some charities where, the prizes and the administration gets paid first. Whatever's left over, you know what I'm saying? Like that $2, maybe only 5 cents ends up going to the charity.
That's
a very
what I
small
wonder.
amount. And they can kind of get away with that as long as the charity gets something. I guess they can. It doesn't really matter.
Well, I know charities always say something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
I know the charities that I give to, and I know the charities I've given to in the past. But to me, it's like they've got to make a certain amount, or they won't let you use their charity name. And it just depends on how big of a charity. But either way, is this a money grab?
It's like for
If
somebody.
it's legit, all right, you and I, the Yeah Come On show, win $100,000 from the Yeah Come On show,
Okay.
and it cost $2 to enter.
Okay. So we need 50,000 people to enter
50,000 gets it
just
to
to
us.
break even.
We're in a city of over 8 million if you count the metro, a state with 18 million, 17 million people. And we're not just on a radio signal. We're anywhere we want to be.
We're worldwide. I mean, we could have people in India enter if they
Well,
want.
we definitely have somebody in Texas because I just mailed him a Yeah Come On hat. He loves us in Texas. So, yeah, and then we say you and I, or we could even advertise it as a 50-50, except we call it a 40-40. That's a better idea. Now we're not giving to charity. It's just a money grab. So you get 40%, I get 40%, and we give 20% to the winner.
Oh, shouldn't it be the opposite?
Did I
Where
do that wrong?
The winner gets 40%. The charity gets 40%. We get 10% each.
I like that.
I mean, I'm fine doing it the other way.
No,
but
I was
think
totally crazy.
I think it'd be an easier sell if we're only taking 20% of the pot.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did that wrong, and I actually did that on accident. I wasn't trying to get a laugh.
I think you're distracted because I think your phone is playing something.
It is. It is. Why are you doing this? Stop it. Stop it. It's alive. It's alive. No, that's what we would do. Give 40% to the charity, 40% to the winner, and we grab 10% each, and we just say $2. And we keep playing the same scene from Better Off Dead. I want my $2. And guess what? That kid is still alive. We send him 1% of our 10%.
Just for using the phrase.
Thank you. All right, moving into Polydictainment. I just want to let you know it's brought to you by Smalls Sliders. Smalls Sliders, grand opening. This will be our focus next week. We'll do a little work over the weekend, and I'm going to get some shots of the location out there in Windy Hill where they're building, and we're going to let you know exactly, to the best of our knowledge, when it opens. Sometime in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you'll be able to drive through Windy Hill in Marietta, a proud sponsor of the Yeah Come On show, and it is my pleasure to endorse them. All their locations. We will be at all grand openings broadcasting live. We are Small Sliders.
Polydictainment.
Well, we didn't get a lot from Hillary Clinton's deposition yesterday that they did, I guess, at their home or in their hometown.
Somebody told me, at least I heard on Fox News. I think that's what I was listening to. I'm always listening to news. My kids are like, can we hear some music? I'm like, no. Daddy's got to find out what's going on in the world. But they said that it was going to be on their terms at their home there. But from what I hear, it's at another location.
I think they did it in their city, so it was close. It was close to their home.
It's like literally, it was like a 5-minute drive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she just said over and over she didn't know Epstein. She casually knew Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell was at her daughter's wedding.
She was at the wedding.
You
Yeah.
see her picture there, and she's got an aisle seat where she's leaning out.
Well, and the oversight chair, James Comer, said that she kept on kind of punting questions to her husband, like, "You'll have to ask my husband. You'll have to ask my husband." A lot of repetitiveness. So it really wasn't anything. The fireworks might be today because Bill Clinton is having his testimony today. And, as we know, there's lots of pictures of Bill Clinton with him. Now, of course, Hillary says they cut ties. Bill cut ties with him, once it was known that he was a sex offender. But I don't know. Some of those pictures looked after he was convicted back in 2004, the first time.
Yeah, this guy got off around 2007 or 8.
Yeah, like the late aughts.
Late aughts, and back on the street. I think it was 2008 exactly when he was let off and back on the streets for sure, where he was exonerated. And he went right back.
No, he wasn't exonerated. He just kind of got a sweetheart deal. Like he was.
I thought he was exonerated. They're like, "There's no proof. We're letting you go. You're good." Maybe you're. Either way, he got released.
Yeah. He didn't. Yeah,
he's on the streets.
He got a
doing
good deal,
it.
and that's a whole suspect thing too.
I know.
How did he get such a great deal? But it seems like a lot of people were still connected to him after that. Now Trump says no, he wasn't, and there's no evidence that Trump, was still tied with him after 2008 or whatever.
Well, of course, and what Hillary is saying is what I know for a fact the left does. She goes, he's just trying to put this up there so we can take the pressure off of this, and this.
To deflect off Trump and put it on the Clintons because there's there's the picture of Clinton in the hot tub.
That's great. That's just precious. But here's the thing. If Trump released it, he had to be the first guy that had to be vetted. So he's been vetted.
Yeah.
And now they're moving on to everybody else. But there are people on the left and the right that went to Bad Boy Island, and it's just nasty.
Clinton went 16 times. Bill Clinton, 16. Again, they're not accused of doing anything wrong, but it is known that Clinton went there at least 16 times.
And again, I'm not saying something happened every time. I think it's like even going to, let's say P. Diddy's house. If I went there, you went there, we went to a party, we might take a picture with somebody that would look bad. You can let your mind wander. But that would have been all it was. Next thing you know, we're walking down and handing our little slip and getting our valet from his neighborhood, and we're out.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we did anything. But it doesn't mean something didn't happen there that night. And stuff may not have happened every time. We don't know because he's not here to talk about it. All right. Sports is quick, it is easy, and it is brought to you by the one vehicle that makes all athletes look cooler, and that is golf carts. North Atlanta Golf Carts, they are now a proud sponsor of the Yeah Come On show, and they've got a Yeah Come On deal. Anybody we mention, because also a sports sponsor is Regal Nissan. We had Skipper in yesterday, the service manager. Right now, go to Regal, since I brought it up last. 3 tires, full price. Your 4th tire is $1. So go in there, and that's for anybody that needs tires. So that's all cars. But if you need service, primarily Nissan Infiniti, they're right off the interstate. Then at North Atlanta Golf Carts, all you have to do is ask for Craig Riddle. Craig Riddle. Might need to, at some point, we'll put his name up. So
I'll get the golf cart logo up.
Yeah, we'll get that up there, and we'll do that. His Yeah Come On deal is, and I even told him, I said, you don't have to do that much. Again, when I do this, it's hand to God. I said, you don't have to give that much, especially on a used one. He goes, no, if we're doing business and we're selling, it's okay. I can take the hit. $500 off a new one. That's legit. But he said, just for saying, yeah, come on, and asking for Craig Riddle, but $500 off a used golf cart too. They sponsor sports. Yeah, come on! Sports. And what's great is now that the Olympics have died down, everybody's flown back, whether you flew back direct or you went here or there. Now I think all Olympians are at home. They're deciding, where do I keep the medal? Do I keep it in the house? Do I put it in some kind of security box? What do I do? Safe. But they're also back into their jobs if they had one. And we do know the men's Olympic team, the difference between the Miracle team, 1980, is they weren't paid athletes. They even said those guys coming out of college could play hockey, and they're like, keep your amateur status if you want to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, you couldn't be professional and do the Olympics.
Right. Couldn't be paid. Now you can.
Mm-hmm. And that's the way it started with the Dream Team, right? When they do the professional basketball.
Well, we're losing at basketball, and the NBA players are going, what the hell? Those are college kids, man. So when you unleash the pros, because every other country doesn't have that policy, and they're using their best athletes. They were playing against the best hockey team Russia could put out there, and they won, which is crazy. So now, yeah, we just beat the Canadians, men's and women, and most of them are professional paid hockey players. And here's one little speech and one skater that lost a tooth thanking everyone.
I'm so proud and I'm so happy that the men's and women's USA hockey teams brought gold medals back to the United States of America. And you guys are making me emotional, but I'm so proud to represent the New Jersey Devils organization. And I'm so proud to represent the great state of New Jersey. So proud.
There you go. But he's out there and he's in his New Jersey,
The
outfit.
Devils.
He's ready to play for the Devils again. And I'm sure their trip, he hasn't had his teeth fixed yet. I don't know when he's going to do that. And then he grabs a hockey player that he's playing against and just brings him out on the ice that was also on the Olympic team, but he didn't grab a microphone because it was at their arena. But he thanked him again. So there's sports. They're back where they're supposed to be, and we got the gold medals. Woo! Had to cough, baby. Track 13 time.
Yeah, tonight we have Hairball.
Hairball, baby.
Where is this? Hairball, yeah. Truth Live, Fayetteville, Georgia. This is their first time playing, I guess, in Georgia, or the Southeast at least.
Well, they say they have been in Georgia, but they didn't tell me where. They said they've never played Fayetteville. They've never played on the south side, but they did come to some location on the north side about 10 years ago or maybe 5 years ago. I've never heard of them, so maybe somebody did lay eyes on them and heard, this band, but they have built it up. This is a real genre band. And
genre tribute band.
Is that how I put it?
Yeah, it's genre tribute.
Is that because they dress like the characters?
Well, they're exactly. They're not just a genre cover band because they're dressing the part too.
Okay.
So it's not a tribute to Queen or a tribute to Van Halen. It's the whole genre. So therefore, they are a genre tribute band.
Yeah, and I think wigs, hats, regular hair, their hair, whatever, they look the part. And when they come out there, you can suspend, disbelief and be like, that's them. That's
Especially
really them.
with the Kiss one. Look at the Gene Simmons there.
He looks just like him.
So we've been doing track 13s for 2 weeks leading up to this show. We've done Kiss, we did Twisted Sister, we did Journey, we did Motley Crue. I also see Bon Jovi, Axl Rose, and Freddie Mercury. So let's pick one of those 3 bands for today's track 13. Any ideas?
100%. I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Totally. Because it's my favorite song by this artist. And to me, it was the coolest video. Still gives me chills because of the way he went out. I'm talking about Queen. I'm talking about The Show Must Go On.
The Show Must Go On.
It's my favorite song off the Greatest Hits album. And I played that a lot on 96 Rock, when I could, when I was a DJ in 94. And the song just moves me. It's almost like, guys, the show has to go on without me, is the way I took it and interpreted it. And it's just awesome. It's like life does move on, but the dude's a badass as he's going out. And I think that's cool. I hope they play that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they have the singers. We've talked to 2 of them, and it's been a big 2 weeks promoting this tour at Trilliff Live. The River will be there. I do know for a fact my ex-coworker, and we did a show together for a year, Axel and Southside. Axel will be there for the River on stage, and look for me down there. And it should be a blast.
All right. Well, here we go. We'll wrap up the Come On show with track 13 from Queen. You can listen to the song, watch the video. Link in the description. It is The Show Must Go On the Come On show.